So if you're working on shoulder and wrist mobility for getting better shoulder rotation, maybe for an inside out flick, I find that working on external rotation with your arm either at your side or drop down a little bit or both is really helpful. So you can use a stick. It can be one that bends a little bit. It doesn't have to be though. And you're gonna take the stick on the outside of your elbow, wrap your hand around it like so, and then you can hold the other end with your hand, or you could have it against your leg, or you could push it against a box or a bench. But this we're gonna have stable. We're going to manipulate in a way so that you go into more external rotation, and you don't want your shoulder blade to move. So as I'm going into this external rotation, it's just that shoulder joint rotating, like so. Now I could get really specific and be like, what position do I want to throw in? Where do I want my arm? Boom, boom. Okay, but I would recommend just starting in kind of a like neutral position first, where your arm's like out at your side or in front of you here. So I like to go here, lots of external rotation there as long as it doesn't hurt. And then you're gonna do a Pale's contraction. So I'm gonna push this way, trying to internally rotate my shoulder, intending to bend the stick or pole, even if it doesn't actually bend. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds and then reverse the effort, trying to now externally rotate my shoulder, pulling the hand and wrist away, away, away. And I can even encourage more of that by helping with my hand and using that pole to pull me into a little bit more external rotation, but I'm also actively trying to do it too. I could relax, could repeat. So a nice benefit of this too is it's also getting some elbow and wrist mobility and strength in this position, which is also going to be helpful for that inside out. So I would start with a comfortable, mild position here with the shoulder, and then you can move into more of a throwing specific position as well. But if your external rotation is solid and your trunk and hip mobility and stability is solid, that should give you a little bit more room to operate for the IO flick.